She said, yes, sir. I got a man, but you're invested.
Yo. What it do? How's y'all doing? So we back at it, chill. I know we back. I'm back. Everybody chill. I know y'all hyped up and shit. Chill. Daddy's home. But yeah. I'm cooked. This video is gonna be about, because I already went through multiple videos, strategies, different types of strategies, how to find a running coin, all this, right? Multiple different videos that could definitely help you out in the meme coin world. But this video is gonna be about wrongs, like common what's the word? Common like mistakes people make while doing this shit. You feel me? Common mistakes that people make. Now, a lot of people makes these mistakes, so you're not gonna be the only one who does this. A lot of people make these fuck ups, and you learn from it. You know what I mean? I call it the double L. You take a L, but then that's just a lesson. You feel me? You might take a loss, but that's just a lesson to learn from. You know what I'm saying? Not that triple L. You take the loss, you figure out the lesson, and you learn from it. Triple L. That's what you gotta do. The triple L, right? If y'all taking the losses, if y'all are cooking and y'all are doing great off the strategies that I showed, this video is not for y'all. But I'm gonna break down, and these are some things that I mess up with too sometimes. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just say this video is not really about strategy wise or about how to find a running coin. It's more about the common mistakes people make when trying to trade meme coin, and why barely like 90% of people fail doing meme coins because they make these mistakes. Which, let's get into it. Alright. So, right, one common mistake, right, is whatever strategy you're doing, doesn't matter the strategy, right? Whatever strategy. If you're scalping, finding new pairs, if you're just whatever strategy you're doing, right? Copy trading, stick to the strategy. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to scalping, you want to stick to your strategy. Because, for example, there's been multiple times in the past where everything, the coin, I'm not saying this coin specifically, but everything about this coin, let's say if this was a runner coin, everything about the coin adds up to my strategy, right? I can see it's a running coin. The community looks good. Dex is paid. Bundlers, everything else low. And the coin is picking up volume, right? But I really just get scared because it's a slow cook. You know what I mean? It's not going to where I really thought it would in the amount of like time. But the thing is if the strategy is working, if it's going up in volume and it's just slowly cooking, stick to the strategy, dog. Just wait, cause sometimes that shit will shoot. Like I don't forgot the coin, but the other day I got into a coin at like 40K, 38K, right? And it climbed. It took a pretty big dip down. You know what I mean? I was like, ah, shit, I'm cooked. You know what I mean? But the coin was still generally a good coin, and the volume didn't fully die out. It was just a lot of big sells, and it kind of scared me out the market. But everything else worked. Like everything else, the strategy like that was having, like to find the running coin, everything was adding up, everything looked good. So I just decided to not stay in because I got scared. But if I would have stuck to my strategy, it picked back up, passing the last all-time high that it was at before that crazy dip, and went through the roof to like 200K, I think 300K actually. And I missed that run only because I didn't stick to my strategy. It was a great coin, it looked good, and I just got scared. You know what I mean? I just got scared and I pulled out, and it happens. You know what I mean? It happens. So that's my first advice. Stick to your strategy. Now, next thing is a lot of common mistakes that people do is obviously that not sticking to the strategy. I forgot to put that out there. So stick to your strategy. A lot of people just don't stick to their strategy, and it fucks them up. Now, this goes into the the strategy category, okay? Strategy category. Right? So a lot of people, when they're doing scalping, a lot of people will do is it's not the best coin to like really like show a good like I guess like example of, but I guess I can show you a little example here, right? So boom, a lot of people, what they do is they will try to scalp these little dips right here from 113 to like 99K. You feel me? Like this little dip right here, which it's okay. You know what I mean? It's not bad, but it's not the best dips. You know what I mean? You can get a better dip. Like even right here, it going from 11K to 95K. It's kind of somewhat a better dip. You know what I mean? It's better than fucking buying at 100K and then barely making any money back because it only goes up a little bit. But let's say if you got this chart low key looks like it died out, so it's kind of not the best example. Like I was saying, oh my god, can you stop doing that? It's not really the best example, like I was saying. But like say if you bought in, it didn't climb back up, right? It just died. All right, never mind. This coin's low key ass coin. Let me look for a good example coin. What's pumping right now? England. Is this the same exact coin I was just looking at? Dog, I'm really a mongoloid, bro. Alright, let's look at OK, alright? Alright, so right now, as we speak, right? These dips, they're okay, but they're not the best dips. It's only, all-time high is what, 165K? And it only went to like 145K. Now, for me, I would stick to my I'm telling you, stick to your strategy. The market will come down at one point. If it hasn't had that big dip yet, and it's just been on an uptrend right now, and the volume is up right now, just wait for that dip, dog. That good 130K dip, maybe 125K dip, bro. It's gonna eventually hit, dog. Unless the coin's like flying through the roof and it's pumping. If there's couple sells like this, there's gonna be one big sell that's gonna make you hit that 125K mark or 130K mark, and you might the reason why I'm saying stick to your strategy is because sometimes you would see a dip, but it'll pick up from 140 right here, and then you will decide, oh, I bet I don't think it's gonna actually hit my line, and you buy in, and then literally a couple seconds later that shit will dip down to your line, and that would have been way more better entry than buying it at 40K or buying it over here at 150, because you would have gotten at 130. 125 maybe. That shit could have climbed all the way back to this all-time high, 160, 159, whatever fuck, and you could have been up way more profit, gang. Way more profit. It's slowly gonna climb down here. Look at that. Look, it might hit it right now. All you just guys have to do is just wait for the market to come to you. Don't chase the market. You feel me? Wait until it comes to you. So right there, that would have been immaculate dip. Immaculate dip. Now let's see if it picks back up, which I'm pretty sure based on my strategy, it should, unless the coin dies out. It could be just dying out, but I'm pretty sure it should pick back up off this line. That's a pretty good dip. Let's see. Let's watch it. Let's see if that strategy would have played out. You gonna climb back up? It looks like it did bounce off my line. Like that was a perfect dip, but the volume's okay. Not looking the best with the holders. Yo, y'all not letting me look good in front of my YouTube. Like, what's up with y'all? Alright, well this coin Luki just looks ass, honestly. Oh wait. Wow, look at that. Look at that. What I tell y'all, chat? What did I tell y'all? Right there would have been the perfect dip. You feel me? Between 130 to 125. Perfect dip. Way better than all these dips. And you would have been up. You would have been up, chat. Right here. Right there. That shit would have been fire, dog. Just like that. And you could have scalped that shit, made profit. You know what I mean? Better than buying in on these little shitty dips. You get in this tiny little dip. You could have got this nice big dip right here and get this nice little uptrend. It might still even keep going. So that's that. Stick to your strategy. That's the main thing I want to get out the way. Stick to your strategy. Whatever strategy you're doing, stick to it. Whatever rules you have set within that strategy, stick to it. You know what I mean? Even with new pairs, there's certain rules that I usually go for, like it has to be above a certain amount of holders before I actually want to buy into a new pair, some shit like that. You know what I mean? I stick to it. Just stick to it, dog. You not stick to your strategy and the rules might fuck you up. Now, that's one thing that people fuck up on. Now, another thing that people fuck up on is buying in on a shitty market. People love to trade on a shitty market. You know what I mean? I don't know why. People just do it. So we look at hourly volume, right? Now, this is a tool that I made a video about on UXento. It lets you see the hourly volume right now. So right now it's not bad. Right now it's actually pretty good. There's not much coins, but everything else is pumping. Buys, sells, and trades. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of coins coming out, but everything else is still all-time high. But and the total volume and total everything's high, right? But right? If we see this all red, dog, don't trade for today, bro. Honestly, it never worked out for me. Maybe it might be a little different for you, but I need stuff with high volume. You know what I mean? I can't deal with the take forever cooks and fucking shit just takes forever. Because when it's low volume, shit's slow, barely any good coins are coming out, and nothing's running. So if you have this extension, it's good to tell you because it'll tell you if the market's ass. And if it is, dog, just sit on your hands for the day. You probably make more money by just sitting on your hands because you're not losing any by trading in a shitty market, if you get what I'm saying. So we went over strategy, sticking to your strategy. We went over volume. Now, another thing that people like to do, this is like where people fuck up on with coins is, this actually might be a good example right here. People love to buy in on these fucking rug coins, dog. Like, what coin does this? I hope this, like, if y'all are reading this chart like with me, I hope this shit doesn't, like, you guys don't think this shit's organic and natural. Like, this shit is not organic and natural, chat. Like, the fact that it fucking went in 2 candles. I'm even looking at the 1 second chart. In 2 candles, right? Went from fucking this. You don't even see. Wait. You don't even see if the dev bought or sold yet. Like, chat. Like, guys, how do you think this is like a real coin if y'all buy into this shit? You feel me? I hope not. But you see how this had just a crazy wick right here, all the way to migrated. And for me, don't ever buy into some shit like that. Those shits are just straight foo-foo and a scam, dog. The fact that it migrated in 2 weeks is honestly crazy. You wanna know why? Because someone's holding 30%. Dev's holding, or someone else is holding 37%, and the rest is straight fucking insiders, dog. Like, what? Why would you want to trade this? Don't ever hop in a shitty coin like this. Right? I know a lot of people like to sneak in the bundles. Don't just do it. Don't do it. I wanted to get that out the way. That's another thing you shouldn't do. Right? If we look at this too, always look at the statistics. That's why a lot of people lose money too. Top holders, if it's high, bro, wait until that shit goes down. Don't get in. They're gonna sell on your head. Bundlers too, same thing. Wait until that shit goes down. Get the dip from them. Dex unpaid, it kind of doesn't really matter anymore. Sometimes coins be flying without Dex unpaid, and sometimes Dex paid just makes a coin pump a little bit more, but it doesn't make it like, it doesn't give you like doesn't like basically mean like it's gonna go through the moon. You know what I mean? If Dex is paid, it just means more like a verified coin, but doesn't mean like it's gonna fly to the moon. Now another thing is always check the narrative. Make sure the narrative's good. So now, what I mean by this is kind of iffy. Why is the community? Should they see this coin? I would stay away, chat. I would stay away because there's no community. This coin's probably dying out, actually, if we look at it. Oh, no, it isn't. Wow. I don't get it, though. The community's gone. Oh, the community's there. What the fuck? Am I tripping? I swear that shit was not there just a couple of seconds ago. Well, that would have been an immaculate dip right here from 60K to 100K. Whew. Tax, though, just when you guys trade, watch out for taxes. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not the worst, but like, if you guys are trading with a low budget, it's kind of not the best because it basically eats away at your budget. And make sure your fees are low. I don't know if I ever told you guys this before in the past videos, but your fees should be 0.001, 0.001, and 20 slippage. The higher you have these, the more money basically taxes you for this shit. And obviously, if you're putting in a lot of money, then you're not gonna get it. Like, it's not gonna really affect you. But if you're putting in like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, the tax can eat away at your profits. Narrative though, let me get back to it. Narrative, right? This coin's flying because it's a really good community. If we click on it, yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show up like when I'm like, that's so funky. But we click on this, right? Look at it. Alright, community, 42 members, right? I put the community under narrative because it's like the same shit as narrative. You know what I mean? If the narrative is good, like if what the coin's about is good, it's gonna fly. If the community's good, then it's probably gonna make the coin fly too. So it's basically just the same shit. When I say narrative, I mean community and post wise and like what the coin is basically running off of. So I'm just informing y'all what that means, like, you know what I mean? So community looks good, right? It looks very, very bullish. A lot of activity. 2 minutes ago, it's kind of looking like dying out. Not bad though. 17 seconds ago, 2 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. The community looks active. People are still harding shit. People are still talking. It looks like an active good coin, and that could really give you more of a, yeah, this coin's gonna run. You know what I mean? Look, we're a little late to the party right now, but it looked like it was running at first. Could have waited for this massive exponential dip right here, dog. Instead of these little dips, just wait, bro. Usually after migration, coins usually have a nice little dip and hit a U and just keep climbing up. So if you would have waited for this dip, got in, boom, would have been up money. You feel me? Now, that's what I mean by narrative. Community. If the community looks good, or post. So like, let me just show you a quick example. Like if we're looking at what's another running coin? Oh, this is another community. Communities are looking meta. But if we're looking at USTC, United States Tethered Cheese. All right, so let's see. 1 year ago, totally proposed. I can't read for shit. A tethered cheese. Cheese has been a great store and wealth since 2019, holding strong through COVID. A lot of tethered cheese and crypto. Perfect store value. I mean, it's all right. Let's see how much it pumped a little bit. Look at that. 137, 136. Not bad. Not bad at all. And for, I don't know. My bad. I was yawning. Sorry about that. But, like, that's the narrative. That's probably a narrative that'll pump. It's just like, alright, that's looking a cool coin. You know what I mean? Held through COVID years. Been up for a bit. You know what I mean? You probably click on the post. Check out the links. I think there's a community, too, actually. Look at this. And there's a community link to 160 members. Wow. Now, this was a good coin. Damn, did I just get farmed? Cheesy as fuck. This looked so good. Poor bro. He was late to the party. That's why, bro. It looked pretty good, though, at first. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people just waited for his dip and not buy it all-time high. Waited for this night 75, 69K dip. Let it cook for a bit. They put it up. Not yet, but that's what I mean by narrative. You know what I mean? If it has like a decent, good story to it, then yeah. Now look at this: Queen Lizzie getting Great British pounded by old King Charles. We're witnessing the Great British Pound in real time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny because it's the coin. Coin is called Pound out there. The great. That's all right. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. I don't see why not this should run. That's a pretty good reason why. Like I fuck with that heavy. My bad to interrupt the video, but I just want to say that I looked back on the coin. This is like the future, like me. I looked back on the coin. We saw this coin at what, 20K, around 20K, dog. It had a crazy climb all the way up to a good 87K because it was a good narrative. Search it up on Axiom yourself. That shit that ass flew, like it went up. It's just like such a. Is there any other coins like this? Doesn't tell me. I don't see it, but I feel like this should be such a runner. Like that's so like unique. I'm not gonna lie. Queen Lizzie getting Great British pounded by old King Charles. And I get it because it's like the pound. I'm just like fanning over this dumbass coin. I think that could be a runner though. I'm not going to lie. Like, we'll check back up on that in a bit. But it's all about narrative. You feel me? All about what like is actually going to get people to want to buy in and cook like on this coin. So let me just make sure I went over strategies. Stick it to your strategy rules. I went over to narrative and the stories. You know what I mean? Like why is the coin pumping? I went over to the statistics, right? So these are the reasons. Like these are the common mistakes that people have. They don't follow their strategy rules. They don't look at the statistics of the coin. So if the coin has a lot of bundlers or a lot of insiders, a lot of people mess up and they don't even look at that shit. They just buy into the coin. It's like I fuck with this coin. Let me buy in. No. Check the statistics first. Read the chart for a bit. You know what I mean? Take a second to look at everything. Boom. Then buy them. Check the narrative. Read the narrative. You feel me? Make sure it's a good narrative. Make sure like people might fuck with this. You know what I mean? Be like, oh yeah, I low key fuck with this coin. Wait a little bit till more people are fucking with it. Boom, buying. You know what I mean? Find your chance to get them. 2, stop buying at an all-time high. Stop top blasting. That's a mistake that people like to make. Top blasting, not good. Top blasting is what I showed you before. You buy basically at its all-time high, and then it has a crazy dip. It basically have to wait until it climbs all the way back up to hit your time. So, like for example, I'll show you how quick coin. So let's say you bought right here, right? And this coin is pretty early, so I might pump above it. But let's say if you bought right here, right? And this coin just had a crazy dip down to like right here. You would have to wait for it to climb back up and basically either break even or climb past your point to get in. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know because this coin is still a little early, so it might push up because it might be a good coin. I didn't really even check this shit. I'm just trying to show you like on the chart. Like a better dip would have been if you waited right here for a nice little entry, bought it right here, and then let it climb. Don't ever top last because you're putting yourself at the risk of it not being able to get past this point, and you just might have to break even or take the loss if it dips back down. So that's what top blasting is. So basically, just always wait for a dip. And if you want to make really good money, wait for a big dip, like I showed y'all before. Hourly volume, I went over that. Always make sure the hourly volume for the market is good. Don't trade on a shitty market. You feel me? If it's down negative fucking 20 or 15, like, dog, like, stay away, bro. Just sit on your hands for the night. Watch some YouTube, watch some more meme coin videos. You feel me? Boom, cooking. You know what I mean? Chill, but just chill for the night. It's not gonna work out good. Another thing is what I don't really think I went over everything that I need to go over, honestly. Another little tip that could help you guys with your trading thing. Now, I just thought about it, is being in the community. I'm not gonna lie. Being in a call with multiple people, trading wise, can help a lot. Because you could be not looking at the chart and you can miss a coin that someone else spots and you're able to get in because of that person, because they had a good call out. You know what I mean? Now, this works both ways. You know what I mean? You find a good coin, call it out, they get it. You know what I mean? It could really help out, especially when doing research on a coin. So sometimes you could be looking at the community. You look at the coin. You're looking at the coin. You're looking at the community. You're like, the community looks pretty tough. It looks like a good community. This is that. But then you didn't realize the bundlers are high. So then you're about to buy in. But luckily, the person that you're in a call with goes, and this happened to me, so that's why I'm like using this as an example. But someone in the call goes, yo, wait, this has 50 bundlers. All right, so now you knew. Now he saved you from buying into a crazy ass shitty coin because he had his eyes on the statistics, something that you missed because you weren't really paying attention. And it happens, you feel me? It happens, and shit, you would have been chilling though. You would have been good cooks. Is this Libra coin pumping? Is this shit that was literally just like commenting on? Oh, but it hasn't broke where I said before, barely. But yeah. So that's all I wanted to say. You feel me? That's a little thing. And I'm usually in my trenching thing. So if you guys want to join, talk up, ask any questions, figure out how to set up your Axiom, just ask. Pretty fucking simple. It's pretty easy. You know, use the referral code, you feel me? I think it gives you more money, more rewards on fees. It doesn't start you off on woods. You get started off at, let me see, I think. Because with Axiom, the best thing about Axiom is you get rewards back, you feel me? So, like, the higher your thing is, the more rewards you get back for, like, either just putting in any type of money. So I think the way that works is, hold on. Okay, right here. Instead of starting off on wood, you start off on bronze by using the referral thing. So you can basically, every transaction that you make, you can make a little bit of money off of it. So I'm just letting y'all know that now. So if y'all want to use the referral link, W's in the chat. You feel me? Helps me out, helps you out. It's a win-win for both of us. But yeah. That's it, chat. That's all I want to just tell y'all. It's the common mistakes that people make when meme coin traded, and that's why they're down money. That's really it. No really strategies, no really anything like that. Just really explaining. So the reason why is for the new people or for the people who have been trading and are down for money, right? Are down. Now, watch this video. Look at your old charts. Look where you went wrong. You know what I mean? Back test. See where you went wrong. See where you lost money, right? Watch the video, be like, oh shit, he's talking about what I did here. This is why I messed up in this trade. And fix that. Learn from the loss. You feel me? Like I said, you take a loss, that's a lesson, you learn from it. Triple L. Take a loss, learn from the lesson. Boom, chilling. That's all you gotta do, that chat. And that's what this video is basically about. So like, for people who are new or have been doing it and it's down money, these are the common mistakes. You go look at your old chart, see if you fall in this category of common mistakes, see if you see this is where you went wrong, this is what you did wrong, this is where you messed up at, and fix that moving on into meme coin trading. That's all I had to say. Good night. Catch y'all. Hope y'all get rich by tonight. I'm trying to make it to the millions, dog. I'm trying to be rich. So, yeah, we all gonna make it.